Has Triple H created a major problem for one of WWE's most popular stars in LA Knight? That's a question that keeps popping up, especially when you look at LA Knight's journey over the past couple of years. This is a guy who consistently gets some of the loudest reactions every time he walks into an arena. The crowd is behind him, the charisma is undeniable, and he checks all the boxes you'd expect from a top-tier WWE star. Yet here we are, still waiting for WWE to pull the trigger, still waiting for LA Knight to hold that world title, still waiting for the payoff that fans feel like he's earned 10 times over. But what if I told you that the frustration we're feeling isn't necessarily because WWE doesn't believe in him? What if the lack of a world title run isn't a sign that Triple H and company are burying LA Knight, but rather a calculated move? A slow burn, a long-term plan that's being stretched to its limit to build him into something even bigger than we imagined. It's a tough sell, I get it, especially when all the evidence seems to scream that WWE has dropped the ball. But what if we're just too impatient to see it unfold? Here's the thing, when you look at LA Knight, you see a complete package. He has the look, the mic skills, the presence, he knows how to work a crowd, he's more than solid in the ring, his storytelling is sharp, there's not a single department where he's lacking in any significant way, and that's exactly why this situation is so confusing. He's the kind of guy who should be holding gold right now, not just any gold either, world championship gold. Yet time and time again, WWE has slotted him into positions that feel like stepping stones but never the destination. Take 2023, for example. LA Knight was red hot, the fans were rallying behind him like crazy, the momentum was undeniable, WWE even leaned into it, they gave him big-time exposure, feuds with The Miz, a team-up with John Cena, he even found himself standing across the ring from Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel. That should have been the moment. It felt like WWE was finally ready to launch him to the moon. Instead, it was just another moment that came and went. Roman retained, LA Knight lost, and the train kept moving. And it didn't stop there. He was in the Royal Rumble, didn't win. He was in the Elimination Chamber, didn't win. Money in the Bank? Nope, they didn't even give him that. These were all prime opportunities to elevate him, and each time, WWE held back. Over and over again, LA Knight has been placed in spots that look like they're leading somewhere big, only for it all to fizzle out. It's almost become a pattern. Tease the fans, give LA Knight just enough shine to keep them hopeful, then snatch it away. It's frustrating as hell if you're a fan. It's frustrating as hell if you're someone who covers this stuff and sees the same cycle play out repeatedly. You see what LA Knight brings to the table, you see the crowd reactions, you see the consistency, you see the passion, and yet, he gets booked like a guy who's just there to fill space until the real stars show up. That's insulting, especially when he's clearly proven himself worthy of being one of those real stars. Let's talk about how WWE has used him. You'd think with all the momentum he had in 2023, they would have pushed him straight to the top. But what did they do instead? They made him the guy to feed to Roman Reigns. Sure, someone had to lose to Roman, he's the tribal chief. After all, but did it have to be LA Knight? At that moment, when he was catching fire with the fans, they essentially used him as a placeholder, a stepping stone to keep Roman's title reign going. And while that's fine in theory, the timing couldn't have been worse. From there, it's just been a string of missed opportunities. Royal Rumble 2024? No win. Money in the Bank 2024? Still nothing. Royal Rumble 2025? Nada. It's like deja vu every year. LA Knight shows up, gives a solid performance, and walks away empty-handed. There's a clear ceiling being placed on him, whether intentional or not, and it's starting to wear thin. Even the King of the Ring tournament could have been the moment to finally elevate him, but WWE didn't pull the trigger. Same with the Elimination Chamber. Same with just about every other major event where fans thought, this is it, this is where they finally crown him. And yet, it never happens. The question becomes, why? What is WWE waiting for? What is Triple H waiting for? Because if they're not planning something huge for him, then this is just flat-out mismanagement of a star who's already proven he can carry the load. And look, it's not like WWE hasn't given him anything. He's been United States champion, he's had feuds with Logan Paul, AJ Styles, and Roman Reigns. These are nobodies, these are high-profile names. WWE has shown that they're willing to give LA Knight the spotlight, but it always seems to be almost moments, almost a big push, almost a breakthrough, almost a title win, never quite there, and eventually, fans get tired of almost. To be fair, maybe WWE sees something we don't, maybe they're playing a long game, maybe they believe that holding off on giving him that world title moment will make it feel even more special when it finally happens. That's possible, But that strategy only works if you eventually follow through. You can't tease fans for years and never give them the payoff. At some point, the audience will stop believing, the reactions will fade, the magic will be lost, and once that happens, it's almost impossible to get it back. That's the real danger here. LA Knight isn't getting any younger. He's in his early 40s. He's still got some gas in the tank, but we're not talking about a guy in his 20s or 30s who can afford to wait years. If WWE wants to make the most out of his run, the time is now. There's still time to heat him up, still time to make him a world champion, but the window is closing, and fast. It's hard to understand what more LA Knight needs to do. He's delivered on every level. His promos are on point, his matches are solid, he's got a great connection with the crowd. There are no known backstage issues, no controversies, no red flags. He's done everything right, and that's what makes this so confusing. If there's no clear reason for holding him back, then what's the hold up? WWE is walking a fine line right now. They're close to turning LA Knight into another what could have been story, and that would be a shame, because right now, LA Knight is still hot, still has that spark, still gets people talking, but if they keep booking him like this, like an upper mid-carder who's never allowed to truly shine, that spark will eventually go out. The crazy part is, it wouldn't even take much to fix this. You don't need a long rebuild. The fans are already there. The support is already in place. All WWE has to do is go all in. Give him that one big win. Let him take the spotlight and run with it. Let him prove that all the hype was worth it. Because if you wait too long, the moment might pass, and it might never come again. So where does this leave us? Well, we're heading into another big year. 2025 is here. The opportunities will come again. Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Money in the Bank, the same cycle. But will it be different this time? Will WWE finally give LA Knight the moment he's earned? Or are we in for another year of disappointment? Honestly, I want to believe they'll do the right thing. I want to believe that Triple H sees what we all see and is just waiting for the perfect time to make it happen. But history tells me not to hold my breath. WWE has had chance after chance after chance to make LA Knight the guy, and they've passed every single time. So until they actually do it, all we can do is hope. At the end of the day, the fans haven't given up. Not yet. They still chant his name. They still believe in the megastar. But that belief isn't going to last forever. If WWE doesn't capitalize soon, they risk wasting one of the most organically over superstars they've had in years. And that would be a tragedy. Let me know what you guys think. Do you believe WWE will finally give LA Knight his world title run in 2025? Do you think there's still time for him to reach the top? Or has WWE already missed their shot? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.